Welcome to another edition of Enid News Sports Talk. I'm Mark Rountree, sports editor at the Enid News, and with me is sports writer Sean Hine and longtime writer Jeff Mullen. And today we're talking high school football. It's right around the corner, September 5th, the starting date for most of the high school teams in the area. And I guess I'll start it off talking about the Enid Plainsmen. And Tommy Parker takes over as head coach this year. His first head coaching assignment of his career after being a longtime assistant for Tom Cobble. And I know Tommy's talked to him today. He's all excited, and they scrimmaged at the Jenks scrimmage on Thursday, and they're really looking forward to the season. I know Tommy's looking to get off to a good start of his varsity career. Some of his top players: Clint Shelf, the quarterback, and defensive tackle and offensive center Trent Dupe, two signees with Tulsa, should have great years, and they'll have to have great years for the Plainsmen to be all the team that they want to be. Enid opens September 5th at Sand Springs, and we'll see how that season goes. And we'll talk about some other teams now in the local area. Chisholm High School with Coach Dan Maley.
Yeah, Mark, Dan Maley took over the Chisholm program in 2005 and had a rough year. That year was 0-10. Last year he built it up to 5-5 and looking for more improvement this year. Chisholm will be helped by the fact that they have dropped down from 2A to Class A, and they've gone from one of the smaller schools in Class 2A to the largest school in their district, which will help them quite a bit. Key player for them is Jason Gilpatrick, who takes over at quarterback for his brother Blake. Also, I was going to talk a little bit about OBA, Oklahoma Bible Academy. They have a new coach this year, first-year coach Todd Kuykendall. They're coming off a 2-8 season last year. Now they've got a good group of juniors and sophomores, and Coach Kuykendall is hoping that last year's tough season will give them experience that will help them this season. They got some increased numbers this year. They've gone from 22 out for football last year to 39 this year, and so there's quite a bit of optimism in the OBA camp.
Yeah, those numbers never hurt, getting those numbers out there. A couple other local teams: Pioneer and Waukomis.
Yeah. You look at Pioneer, you talk about new coaches. They bring in Ron Sunderland, who takes over his first year for the Mustangs. Just really a big year of change for Pioneer. Not only a new coach, but they moved to 11-man football for the first time in about 2 decades. That's going to be a big change. They have some players that they will rely on. Grant Mason and Johnny Long are a couple of guys that need to step up big for them, but kind of a young team and a tough district they're going to step into. And then also you got Waukomis, the Chiefs, come off of a 5-5 season last year. Mike Felder returns for his 5th year. They're looking to get back to the playoffs. Missed out the last couple of years, but they returned 9 guys with starting experience. And Coach Felder seems pretty optimistic about this year. Senior Chad Clark, who ran for more than 900 yards and also had more than 100 tackles at linebacker. But again, they faced a pretty tough B1 district as well. So that's, they're going to have their hands full as well.
And some of the other top teams in the area. We always have a lot of teams that contend, and some other top players that always kind of emerge as the season goes along. And who might some of those teams and players be?
Well, when you got to start at the top with O'Keene. The Whippets, they won the last 2 Class A state titles. They're going for a 3rd this year. It would be the first team in Class A to do that in almost 40 years. And then of course Kingfisher. They dropped down from 3A to 2A this year, so you got to figure they're going to be one of the favorites. And then again, I talked about that tough B1 district for Pioneer. They're step in with the likes of Laverne, Ringwood, Covington Douglas, Garber, and Pond Creek Hunter and Timberlake. Both come off of state semifinal appearances last year, and so they're both kind of hoping to build on that. So it should be a very exciting year.
Well, thanks, fellas. Want to remind everybody to check online for our blogs and new recent edition here with the fan forums and all the videos that we're going to be doing with players and coaches, practices, game footage. It's going to be a pretty comprehensive report online as well as in the paper. So that's it for Sean Hine and Jeff Mullen. I'm Mark Rountree, and this is Enid News Sports Talk.